Hello there. Well, I'm just going to update the forecast a little bit today from yesterday. Things haven't changed much except for Italy that have improved. I'm just going to stick to the countries that are forecastable. My forecast for China, 81,386 cases by the end of April. The change less than 1 per day by 5th of April. So that's slightly down from yesterday's forecasts. China deaths 3,374 by mid-May. Notice that hangs on longer. Change less than 1 a day by 15th of April perhaps. Down a little bit from yesterday. And indeed, every life counts. South Korea cumulative cases a slightly higher point on the graph yesterday, which took the forecast up just a little bit. 9164 up from 9083 yesterday. Very steady forecast for China, the epidemic there, and for South Korea. The epidemics there are nearly over. Italy, not so, but there was it's very tentative forecast, very volatile, Italy. However, 66,700 is today's forecast. Well, this was from yesterday. This was from report number 51 from the WHO, using that data. Yes, 3 days ago it's 51,332, and then it went to 82,000 and 118,379, and now it's down again at 60,000, which is much better. Still very bad because we're still at this sort of region here in the 10,000 category. There could be a long way to go, and there's already a great deal of grief in Italy. This was due to a data point yesterday at 10% day-over-day increase, which was basically less than half of the previous day. So these straddle the trend line now. The trend line was being dragged up by these points that were actually trending up, and now we've had a nice day of lower data, and that has halved the forecast for Italy from 118,000 to 66,700. Okay, so that's good, and hopefully there'll be some more 10% or less days from Italy. Now they've got very serious quarantines, which is what they're going to need, and what we're going to need here in the UK too. Let's compare that for what we had the day before from Italy. This was the Italian graph. Let's have a look. Now let's have a look at the South Korean graph. Let's see what we got. Well, this was the Italian forecast graph as it was a number of days ago. And you see they had this climbing trend which was dragging this line up, which was dragging not only the end of the epidemic out, but it was making the forecast much higher. Okay, I mean that's really about it for today. There's not a lot else to say. So apart from the night before, I went shopping in one of our very large superstores, Tesco actually, and I went at 1 o'clock in the morning. It was completely empty. I think there were 2 other customers that I saw during my 40 minutes there, and I went to pick up someone from there this morning. The place is absolutely packed at midday. There's absolute mayhem in there. I didn't get out of the car, basically. I wouldn't have wanted to have got out of the car, except just to put my friend's shopping in and then drive off immediately. I just sort of mention again that I had some tentative forecasts for the rest of the world, and they haven't changed much from the day before. My forecasts for the rest of the world, I had 2 different forecasts. One was using a similar trend line to the one I'm using for the individual countries, and that is giving me an epidemic that might top out at 620,000 cases, which in addition to China's 80,000 would give you 700,000. The other forecast, this is China in yellow, converging at under 100,000 at about 81,000 and a half. Only a few hundred cases to go in China, maybe at the most, unless they have new clusters. This is the rest of the world. This looks quite bad because the decline in the percentage rate of change is very, very slow, and that takes you out to about 1 million cases. This is extremely, extremely approximate. It could be better than that. It could be a great deal worse. It could come out here to 10 million. It could go anywhere, really. So, don't really know what else to say. So I'm now going to sign off for today because I need a bit of a rest from all this, to be honest. These videos are not monetized or anything. It's a labour of love, it's a labour of interest, it's a hobby. So I hope that you all have a good day. Don't panic buy. I went and bought myself some stuff today. I already have some masks like that. I bought myself some safety glasses. Okay. And I bought myself a half face mask. And there were loads of them. Loads of these half face masks in the workwear shop, just, well, half a mile away from here. They must have had about 30 or 40 sitting there. So that's it. Today, have a good day, stay safe, and don't trust the NHS to deal with your heart attack or anything else by the time that they are overstressed. Make sure you've got plenty of medications at home, plenty of aspirin. I've got my defibrillator because I have cardiac arrhythmias. I have to order some new pads for it. But that sort of thing is going to be very useful if you have a heart problem. Or if anybody else that you know has a heart problem. Okay, so I'm signing off for today, and have a great day. See you for now.